if you want to be successful, you've got to be hungry. You've got to have that drive for it. You've got to have that, get up and go about you. Don't expect success to just, knock on your door. I read one of Les Brown's books last week, You've Got to Be Hungry, and that's always a good reminder, really. I suppose anything from your motivational speakers, your Jim Rohn, your Zig Ziglars, your Les Brown, anything like that, really. It's always a reminder that, and as being an entrepreneur, probably yourself, really, maybe even one of my mentees watching this, you've got to have that hunger, you've got to have that drive, you've got to have that get up and go. Don't be one of these that are just expecting, opportunities to come knocking at your door. He mentions it in the book, really. Opportunity doesn't knock at the door. It can often stand at the door silently, but you've still got to open the door and welcome it, and obviously do whatever you need to get it over the line. So throughout the book, he mentions obstacles that he's overcome in his life, and regardless of how old you are, you might be 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, whatever. Throughout your life, you will have had obstacles in your personal journey, in your business journey. I can guarantee you will have had obstacles there. I'm not going to go into explain lots of my obstacles, but I mean, some of the ones that we have in our property portfolio, when we're looking to purchase properties, it can often take longer. Things come up in the searches, things come up in the solicitor's inquiries that, we've never come across before. Something small like our bank account has got a little anomaly, something along those lines. And then when you do pick up the keys, obviously there's always things that you didn't see on the first and second visit, so there's always barriers that we need to overcome. But underpinning all of that, you've got to have that hunger to be successful. You've got to have that drive to be successful. I'm going to make this work regardless. Nobody's going to tell me no. If you've seen any more of my videos, I like to read a lot. I try and read, 2-3 books on average a month. Sometimes that can be 4 or 5, but I always tell my mentees, it's about picking up that knowledge. It's not good just gaining the knowledge just for the sake of gaining knowledge and it's up here. It's about gaining the knowledge and then applying that knowledge as well to improve your life. So my mentees are always on that journey of self-improvement, just like I am. I've still got mentors. One of my favourite mentors really helped my business go from, down here to up there. That was one of my martial arts schools. But yeah, going back to the main point of the video, you've got to have that hunger, you've got to have that drive, that determination, that, I'm not going to accept no for an answer. I'm going to keep going, I'm going to keep getting up, I'm going to keep showing up. Nobody's going to put me down. Of course I'm going to overcome, of course I'm going to come up against obstacles, but if other people have achieved what I want to achieve, then surely I can achieve that as well. It's like when I follow more successful property investors than us, I always think, they're just a little bit further ahead of the game. They're bound to have come across obstacles. That's why I like to do a lot of networking. That's why I like to read a lot, speak to my mentees, because I believe that even when I'm speaking to my mentees, I'm still learning as well. They're helping me on my journey. So yeah, just a quick video there, really. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. That old classic line. You've got to make sure you've got that drive, that determination, that belief. But that will only come, trust me, if you're doing what you're meant to be doing. That will only come if you're doing what you are supposed to be doing. You're not just doing it for the wrong reasons, like I'm doing it for money. I like property, but I know that deep down, that isn't my passion. We invest in property for the capital growth. It's the wealth piece of our legacy. But it's not as if I get up every morning, I've got that drive to, do refurbs. I've got this drive to do this. We do it as a means to an end, really. However, the mentoring side of things, I really do like that because I get to, help other entrepreneurs along their journey. And then hopefully, when they're a bit more advanced, they will then pass on the knowledge. And I believe that's what it's always about, passing on that knowledge. I'm a lot more passionate about that. I've got a lot more belief, grit and resilience about that side of our business than the property and the karate side of things as well. Anyway, just make sure you've got that hunger. You've got to be hungry if you want to be successful. I would recommend, I'll see if it's even here. Sorry about that unprofessionalism. That was the book. It's quite a good one. So again, if you've read any of Les Brown stuff, Zig Ziglar stuff, Brian Tracy's, my favourite Jim Rohn, you'll always pick up a lot from those. Good luck, everybody. Just keep taking those daily steps forward, and I'm looking forward to speaking to you soon. Take care. All the best.